Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and in this video I'll be looking at the new C3 Mini 2-in-1 wireless adapter from Herilary. This C3 Mini 2-in-1 adapter features the ability to offer both wireless CarPlay and Android Auto to a CarPlay-enabled factory system. And because it is built on a custom Android 8 closed platform, this adapter also allows you to play back YouTube and Netflix content on your CarPlay display. In the box you get a paper instruction manual, there is the C3 adapter itself, and there is a single USB-A to USB-C charging cable to power the adapter. So if you have a vehicle with a USB-C CarPlay port, you will require a separate USB-C cable or an adapter just like this. Looking over the adapter, it has a fairly simple black case design with a rough stripe texture on the top of it. On one end of the dongle, there is a status light and a USB-C input port to power the dongle. And on the other side, there is a single SD card slot that's used for updating the adapter's system software and for playback of video and music files onto your CarPlay display. On the back and sides of the adapter, there are some ventilation holes for passive cooling of the chipset that's inside. I plugged in this adapter into a number of CarPlay systems, including both of my Pioneer 93 DAB and Alpine aftermarket CarPlay systems, and also the CarPlay and Coral Vision standalone CarPlay displays, and they all ran just fine. With the adapter restarting first time to transmit the optimal resolution for the display that it's being plugged into. Firing up the dongle for the first time gets you into its main menu in around 26 seconds. The main landing screen has a more modern panel menu interface that's built on top of a closed custom Android 8 operating system. On the left hand side, there are two panels. The top left panel features a simple media player for navigating content that's currently playing on the adapter. Below this is a larger panel that features four of the dongle's key operations, from watching Netflix and YouTube videos to launching wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. To the right, there is a single panel of 6 icons. The first top 2 icons are for any Bluetooth connected devices to call and listen to Bluetooth music directly through the adapter. The next icon allows you to navigate and manage any locally stored files, plus any files that are stored on an inserted SD card. I wasn't able to launch or install apps from here, only copy, cut, and delete them. The next row of 3 icons allows you to view video and music files from an inserted SD card and play them back through the adapter's own video and audio media player. Selecting the settings icon will show a custom settings menu to connect to your local Wi-Fi network or a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone to browse and play back YouTube or Netflix online content. You can also change the main menu background from a few select backgrounds and connect to or manage a Google account for accessing personalized YouTube content, as well as updating the apps. Below these 6 icons, there are 2 buttons to access some support information and also go back to the system menu of your vehicle. Along the top of the main menu and in running apps, there is an Android-based status bar that can be pulled down whilst in any of the installed Android apps to go back to the home screen menu, navigate back within a running Android app, and also view currently running apps and either close them individually or close all of them to clear system memory and free up any resources. Connecting to either wireless CarPlay or Android Auto, use the Multiplay app. Pressing either icon launches the same app, so they really could have just used one icon here. Pairing my iPhone 13 Pro to the adapter's Bluetooth and launching CarPlay took around 15 seconds, and considering the adapter's mediocre Wi-Fi specs, touch input and feedback were fairly responsive. The common 1 to 2 second audio lag over Wi-Fi is still present here, but overall wireless CarPlay behaved just fine on both my CarPlay display as well as my Pioneer 93 DAB system. I ran it for a few hours and the adapter didn't crash, and its Wi-Fi signal strength performed great over a 5-meter long distance. The default microphone quality sounded a little bit amplified from both the CarPlay display as well as the Pioneer microphone. Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and this is an audio test of the C3 2-in-1 wireless CarPlay adapter, and this is an audio test using the Pioneer 93 DAB with its built-in microphone. Connecting to wireless Android Auto on this adapter took 16 seconds, and like CarPlay, everything ran just as expected, with slightly less audio and input lag on this particular platform. Android Auto was also responsive, again considering its low-end Wi-Fi specs. I tried calling between mobiles whilst connected to Android Auto, and there was roughly around a 1-second call delay, which for me wasn't really that much of a problem. Switching between the two Wi-Fi required YouTube and Netflix apps, as well as CarPlay and Android Auto, felt much better than most, if not all, other AI boxes that I've reviewed. This is likely thanks to its closed Android system and being able to toggle Wi-Fi and hotspot functions for either of these operations exclusively, which made swapping much more seamless. Being a closed system, however, there is no way to launch and browse the Google Play Store for newly installed apps. Core apps are hidden from view, whilst YouTube, Netflix, and a file browser app are the only ones that are easily accessible from the main menu. Once online, both apps did detect that there were available updates for them, so I did try and update the YouTube app and it did install without any problems. Both Netflix and YouTube ran surprisingly well though on this rather low-end 8-core CPU running at 1.5 gigahertz. The menu UI of the particular YouTube app looks much better than some other AI box YouTube apps, with its side menu navigation instead of the full screen tablet interface that's on most other AI boxes. I did encounter some performance issues on YouTube, but I think this was mostly data performance rather than its inability to play the video smoother. Going back to the same spot on the video, didn't really repeat this issue, and performing a few audio lag tests showed that the audio was definitely in sync. Its low CPU and GPU does show itself when scrolling through Netflix menus, but once you've selected and loaded your content, this adapter plays it back relatively well. This C3 2-in-1 adapter from Herilary retails for $116.99 directly from their store, and you can get a further 30% off using the coupon code that I'll put down below. And I'll leave direct links to the adapter down below so you can learn more about it and buy one. The C3 adapter ticks many boxes in what most people want from a CarPlay wireless adapter that offers both wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, plus the ability to watch videos from YouTube, Netflix, and also from an inserted SD card. If this is the functionality you seek, then the C3 manages this reasonably well, and all at a price that comes in much lower than most AI boxes that do offer more functionality, but in a more complex and janky way. Being built off a closed platform that's running a version of Android from 2017, I do worry about how long these apps will be supported online. Currently, the Netflix app supports devices running from Android 7, so with the C3 built on Android 8, in time, the Netflix Android app may stop getting updates, and connecting to their streaming service might end soon after. The YouTube app, however, currently supports Android 4.4, so this app has a much longer lifespan on this adapter. I would say if you want just Android Auto on your CarPlay display, a more basic 2-in-1 adapter might be all that you're after. And if you really want to explore and download apps from the Google Play Store, and run other alternative video streaming apps on your CarPlay display, then a more costly and open AI box might be a better option for you too. This C3 is trying to position itself in both camps, and I do like this adapter's simplicity to offer what most people really want from a CarPlay adapter, and bundling all this into a kind of hybrid 2-in-1 AI box adapter. I'm sure we will see more 2-in-1 hybrids like this released in the future. And if you're really not that tech savvy, the C3's closed system keeps you from being overwhelmed with features and opportunities and just gives you all you need on an adapter and does it relatively well. If you would like to watch another 2-in-1 CarPlay adapter review, you can check out this video here and I'll see you there. Give us a thumbs up if you got to the end of this video. Comments are always welcome if you have any questions about the C3 2-in-1 adapter. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.